Right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, I'm going to turn it over for a brief introduction to your principal, Ms. Colon. Ms. Colon.
Good evening. Good evening to our Board of Education and also to our cabinet and of course our families who have joined us this evening. We're excited to share this evening with you tonight. Tonight our chorus is ready to perform under the direction of Ms. Belisle, who's worked very hard with our students, as you saw before we began this evening. Didn't they sound great already? Yeah. So Ms. Belisle has prepared 2 songs for them, and then after that, Ms. Rasdale is going to have her Project Excel students join us. Before we begin, once again, I want to really thank our families, because without you, our students wouldn't be able to be here this evening, and we really appreciate your partnership. And now, the Maplewood Chorus.
Hello, my name is Zoe. Our first song is called Winter Bells. Alan Belinsky arranged Carol Bells by Mykola Lolenvinsky by New Words to create fun new version of the song. This song features called response and harmonies. We hope you enjoy Winter Bells.
Hola, me llamo Yare. Nuestra primera canción se llama Winter Bells. Alan Billingsley arregló Carol of the Bells de Mykola Leontovich con nueva letra para crear una versión divertida y nueva de la canción. Esta canción presenta llamada y respuesta y armonía. Esperamos que disfruten Winter Bells.
Hi, my name is Carly. Our second piece is called Sisini Moja by Jacob Narvaru. Sisisi Moja means we are one. This year's Maplewood theme is Together We Can. This song reminds us that even though we are all different, when we come together, we make something beautiful. Sisisi Moja has a word in Swahili and a joyful tune that helps us celebrate friendship, kindness, and working together. We hope to remind everyone by supporting each other, we can do great things. We hope you enjoy Sisini Moja.
Hola, me llamo Isabel. Nuestra segunda pieza se llama Sisini Moja de Jacob Narvarud. Sisini Moja significa somos uno. El tema de Maplewood de este año es Juntos Podemos. Esta canción nos recuerda de que aunque todos seamos diferentes, cuando nos unimos hacemos algo hermoso. Sisini Moja tiene letras en Swahili y una melodía alegre que nos ayuda a celebrar la amistad, la bondad y el trabajo en equipo. Esperamos recordar a todos que apoyándonos unos a otros podemos lograr grandes cosas. Esperamos que disfruten Sisini Moja.
never leave, right?
I hear this stuff. She's like, Justin.
Yeah. She did a great job.
She did a great job. She always does that. Oh, yeah.
One more round of applause. That was really terrific. And those were two really hard songs, and they were long too. So it was really very impressive. Just a showcase of our wonderful music performance. Now we're excited to turn our attention to Project Excel, and feel free to if you need to head out. So.
I think they want to stay.
Please, I hope so.
We want you to stay. At this time, we'd like to invite our Project Excel advisor, Miss Anissa Rasdale, last year's Teacher of the Year, who today will truly exemplify and show you what it means to run our Project Excel program here at Maplewood. And Project Excel is really designed to support academic growth, to foster collaboration, and develop leadership skills among our Maplewood students. So far this year, they worked on selling ornaments and raised over $400 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So it's just one of the many things that we do here at Maplewood, and they're here to tell you a little bit more about their program. Welcome, Ms. Rasdale.
Good evening, and I'd like to welcome the students in Project Excel 2526.
Good evening. We are Anne, Delilah, Brittany, Zoe, Carly, Kanaya, Juliana, and I am just. And we are proud to join you this evening. We are 5th grade Maplewood students in Project Excel. We are excited to work together this year in our afternoon program. Working together is an important part of learning. We work together. We are able to discuss ideas with each other, and it helps reinforce what we have learned. It also allows us to understand other viewpoints. Working together also allows us to work towards common goals. This year's Maplewood Book of the Year is Collaboration Station by Shannon Olson. This book focuses on the importance of working together as a team in the classroom. Working as a team allows us to become problem solvers and develop social and communication skills. This is important for us to learn so we can be prepared for the real-world challenges where teamwork is valued. You, the South Huntington School District Board of Education, work together by collaborating to address our educational needs, and you make decisions to benefit our schools. You engage parents, students, and staff to ensure our schools functions as a community. And for this, we thank you for collaborating and commitment to South Huntington. Please accept this artwork, which was created by Maplewood students in our art class with Ms. Gilhooly, as a token of our appreciation. Thank you for working together.
Yeah, they have to give it to the board, they'll know.
It's not on.
Give us 1 second, we just need the mic turned on. How do we turn on the mic? Girls, come on over. You're gonna read it from here. Oh, yes, okay.
Garlic.
1 second. Good evening, everyone. We were told that the theme was working together in the new year, and we came up with a presentation to present to you this evening. A round of applause. Okay.
Working together in New Year. Project Excel at Maplewood Intermediate School 2025-2026.
Why teamwork matters. Your team helps you and you help them. You must work together to succeed. You discuss your differences and opinions. People help each other to accomplish more. Socialize allows us to know each other. There is power in number, helps you make friends.
Our strengths. Good at understanding vocabulary words, good at solving math problems, knowing when to ask for help, strong reader and speaker, strong soccer player, respectful and kind, good listener and writer, good reader, and good at acting. Our goals for the new year are to be a better math student, learn how to talk to a teacher, improve my math and writing skills, overcome being shy, and participate more in class. Learn to enjoy and understand science, improve my spelling, math skills, and reading skills. Improve the way I project my voice when reading out loud. Play the cello better, getting along with others, and improve my schoolwork and overall grades.
How we plan to achieve our goals. Take our independent time on iReady seriously. Remember to try, never give up. Fail. FAIL. First attempt in learning.
Our We Can pledge. Together we can accomplish goals when we 1. Set an attainable goal, or 2. And share it with our PE teachers, parents, and classroom teachers. 2. Check in with teachers weekly. 3. Promise to do our very best.
And these are all the kids who are in Project Excel.
Thank you.
we just want to thank, again, our families for our Project Excel students and our Maplewood Chorus. And did I mention our Project Excel students were very honest? We really like that about them, too. We thank you. We have a good night. If you want to see more of our wonderful musical program, please join us next week at our Maplewood concert. Have a good night, everyone.
It's out of my hands now.
presentation. We have another great one. We're really excited about this. Our science research program at our high school is one of our crown jewels, and we wanted to share some information about it and promote it even more because it's something that we've invested in significantly. We have great teachers teaching these classes, and it's appropriate to have these presentations. Presentations tonight because we're actually approving a bid shortly, hopefully, for marine laboratory maintenance services to make sure that our investment continues to be in great condition for our students. It's been an incredibly popular program. Our students love it, have the opportunity to watch them firsthand. It's garnered great media attention, so we're really excited to have this presentation tonight. And I'll turn it over to Mr. Carabias and Mr. Faracco to tell us some more. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having us here. And before I forget, I just want to thank everybody from the Board of Education to all our leadership and even the students and everybody for helping us make this program the special research program that it is. My name is Mr. Faracco. This is Mr. Carabias, and we have 3 special students that are also going to show you a little bit about what they do in our class, in our program. So if you just take a look up there, this is just a glimpse into a day in our classroom. Just what you're looking at is, this is literally a living classroom. We have there's over 1,000 gallons of live living coral reef. Those are plant grow stations that they use on the International Space Station. There's all these students are building all sorts of different prototypes for engineering research projects. That's just a quick video showing you a glimpse into 2 of the classrooms.
Day in the life.
Day in the life, kind of. Go ahead, John.
All right, so, and also like to thank everybody for inviting us here and putting us after that very tough act to follow, those kids. I mean, I'm like, great. But as they were walking out, they were looking at the satellite dish, and I'm like, you're going to do that in high school? You know, they're like, oh my God. So it was pretty cool to see that, and we can't wait to pass the torch on, you know, to get to the next generation in this classroom. So as you can see, it's a living lab. It's we have coral systems and equipment, and there's experimental tanks. We have propagation systems. We actually take coral, we cut them into small pieces. They're called frags. We glue them. Kids from the summer program started from Stimson, and then they put them in the tank, and then 3 years later, when they come up to the high school, I'll say, you did that, and now they're like 6, 7, 8 inches long. But they were little tiny frags like them when they did it in the summer programs. And these summer programs, they feed into getting students to enroll in the class when they get to high school. And this year, when I asked my students, why are you in this class? And often in the past will be, you know, my guidance counselor, my mom. This year was like, I couldn't wait to be here because I've been in summer, you know, programs for 4 years, and I couldn't wait to sit in this class. And I was like, wow, it's all right from, it's happening from the bottom up, and the classes are full, and we're very happy. Just a highlight of the gallonage of corals and mother corals and systems and quarantine systems. I have students making their own quarantine systems so they can isolate corals, and right now we're testing the effects of marine safe cleaners. Are they marine safe? We'll find out. Sunscreens, we're going to be testing corals with that. Many internships, we have programs, we have partnerships, we have STEP program, Brookhaven, NASA with the Mars Farms, Cold Spring Harbor. This is just a snapshot. There's more institutions that we're involved with. We're also involved with the clubs. We have Marine Bio Club, Science Research and Coding, and we have, every year we have to take students and they highlight their projects, and we average between 2 and 6 winners or places a year where they get acknowledgments, and we're very proud of them. So, and this is the meat and potatoes of what's been going on for the last 5 years. So the left picture is my classroom, I'll say my classroom, the district's classroom, and to the right is what it is today. It went from, it's completely state of the art. And those are Hello reef tanks. They're 15-gallon isolated saltwater aquariums. The 2 to the left that you can't see, the students, we just recently broke them down. We're pulsing them with warm water, and we're we're able to control it using automated apex systems, and we want to see the resiliency of corals with climate change and the way things are now with coral bleaching. That tank to the left is a 250-gallon showcase tank of all soft corals from around the world. Most of them are from Fiji, the Pacific, and we're showing symbiotic relationships.
So just so you guys get an idea, what you're seeing on the left here, these are live corals that have been in the school since about 2017 that have grown out of that giant tank in the other room where we ran out of space, and without that space they wouldn't be able to survive in that tank. And now they're growing out in this big mother colony tank all the way on the left. And to show you, the picture on the right is someone from Polo Reef, which is a nonprofit that actually helped us with some equipment at some point, and they invite us.
Tank. It's about $6,000-7,000 tank that got donated, and then aluminum stands that are in the other lab is $8,000 to build 4 stands. And I emailed them and I said, hey, would you mind can you help us put a system together? This is whatever it is, I'll take care of it. And they had them custom built for the school, and then it's Andrew Sandler is his name.
He is the largest indoor reef system in the world. It's about 20,000 gallons. He invites students. We brought students there too. It's amazing, the facility and the research they're actually doing there as well with, I think, Cornell University. On top of the coral reef research, as you can see, these are, in this picture, we have students that have built NFT hydroponic systems on old TV cards.
Old TV stands that are in the old maintenance area storage. So one day, one of my students is like, I want to grow plants. And I said, where? She says, I don't know. I said, well, give me a second. So I went into the basement area, and I saw an old TV, and I took it off the stand, and wheeled it in and said, let's do this. And she was in 9th grade. She's a junior now. She came to us on open school night last year, crying, saying that she's overwhelmed. I need to drop a class, Mr. K. I have to drop research because I just can't focus on it. And I looked at her and I said, you're not dropping this class. We'll make it work. If you need to do homework sometimes in class, that's what's going to happen. And she didn't, and that's her project, and she's in the program, and we love to have her. And she's amazing. She's a success for the district.
So this is just a picture of some plant growth spaces for students. These are similar units that they use on the International Space Station, and we have so many students using these little spaces for all sorts of different research projects. John, this is your...
Yeah, one thing that was unique with this lab was that the district came to me and Fred, Mr. Faracco, and I, and asked for our input, and you don't get that. And we said we want these aquariums to be living and learning lab systems. So we had them, and we asked them to have the contractors build places where we can have filtration systems. Rather than being under the tanks, they were next to the tanks so that the kids can do and learn all about the cycles that are for life, the ecological cycles that are like nitrogen cycle, carbon cycling, and waste cycling. And so that's actually the filter that's next to that beautiful tank that we just talked about. That's to the right of it. And all of the ugly wires and whatnot are behind that, what looks to be a black wall. It's not. That's a wood cabinet that our South Huntington cabinet, carpenters were built. So that was something that was done in-house to, after the fact, we're like, we need to make this better, and they jumped in, and last year they built these cabinets, so all the wiring and all that was behind it, so it always looks clean.
It made a huge difference.
Yeah, it makes it's so much meaning. People walk into the classroom like, what room is this? What is this? I'm like, it's research. Like, I wish I was in it. I'm like, you still can.
We're also collecting data on all these systems, by the way. Okay, all right. So this is just another system we have in 414. Each of these systems are different opportunities for students to use for research projects. This is a space where we were able to isolate different species of marine organisms for various different research projects. And there's the other part of the system. It's all part of one big filtration system.
So those chairs, I'm supposed to be a smart guy, right? I called up, I emailed the head of facilities, it's like, there's something wrong with these chairs, they don't move right. So he comes out, and he looks at me and says, John, this is what you gotta do. Now you can move. Apparently, they're weight assisted, they don't move on their own.
We have to tell the students that, yeah.
Yeah, no idea, I'm like, thanks guys, it's got 4 degrees, and I couldn't figure that out, so. But, yeah, so that's why we put them in the photo, so you know, they're pretty cool. All right, so this is.
Yeah, go for it.
Sorry.
Go
We
ahead.
can talk forever, we're teachers. To the left is, again, that big, beautiful tank that we have the overgrown soft corals, but to the left of that is an ROV. That's a ROV maker. That's an underwater remote operated vehicle. That's what ROV stands for. And one of my 9th graders right now is trying to attach a 3D printed claw to the mechanism so that we can submerge it into that big tank, and she can code it and program it to grab frags and put them in different places after we measure the light intensity with the parometer. That's on the left. So that's the seafloor part. The right is what you see here too. This is a satellite dish. And that satellite dish, I'm gonna say the word hacked because that's what it is, but it's legal and it's normal and everything's okay about
It's legal, it's legal.
We'll explain more, and one of our students is doing it. That satellite dish taps into NASA's most advanced GOES satellite, the 19, which has been around since 1975, and she'll talk about it more, but we're downloading real data from a $1 billion satellite that is in tidal locked into America, where we can tap into it, and she'll talk more about it. So that's we're the only school in the country that has that dish to do what we're doing, and we're very proud of that. Summer programs, Fred?
Yeah, so this is just a glimpse into our summer research program. We have the 2-week program where we invite 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students to the high school to experience research, and we show the students everywhere from building and coding robotics to building their own hydroponic systems to
Fluid dynamics.
fluid dynamic exploration to coral fragging, and every year we challenge ourselves to making sure that we do all new topics, not only so the students don't get bored, so that we kind of push ourselves just as research teachers to learn more. And last year, I mean, every year is different, but this is just a glimpse of what the students do. You can see some students flying an FPV drone, some are flying drones through a hoop in the classroom. Is that a picture of the robotics?
Yeah, that's
the BattleBots.
That's the BattleBots being made on the Vex robots, and then all the way to the second to the right are the hula hoops that we attached to the ceiling. That they had an obstacle course. They had to be able to either automate it to do on its own, or they can manually program it, and we timed them. And over to the right, I built a soccer field where the robots can then try compete against each other, trying to who can score the most goals, and that's in the hallway. So I built the platform, and then we lined it, and then it looks like love it. We called it Thunderdome as another thing we did. I think you guys actually had that on one of your meetings a little while ago.
Do you get that video? That was cool.
And AC/DC, and the kids are rocking out. It was pretty cool.
All right, so we're just going to spotlight some of our amazing students. We have 3 here right now. I know we don't have a lot of time, so this is Cheyenne. Cheyenne, if you want to come up and just briefly talk about yourself.
Hello everybody, my name is Cheyenne Sleeky. I am a senior at Whitman. My research project is studying those pesky little spotted lanternflies that were absolutely wreaking havoc on New York the past few years. What I did, I took a drone and flew it around the school, took pictures, developed a map, and ran that map through plant algorithms to see which algorithms worked best for trees and seeing which trees were infested. And I cross-referenced those, and I came up with findings that ultimately won me a grant, so. Wow. Yeah, and all in all, I couldn't have done it without that drone, so thank you for everything, Board of Ed. I don't know what goes on here, but it works, so keep doing it. All right. All right, thank you. Should we switch?
Thank you.
All right, let's go.
So this is Katie.
Hi, my name is Katie. Excuse my voice, I'm a bit sick. I'm a junior and I'm working with a satellite. I'm looking So I'm using the satellite to gather images from the Ghost 19, and I'm looking at the wind patterns and just the fire temperatures and the tropospheric tropospheric the atmosphere, and I want to see how smoke plumes affect the atmosphere and thus affect the weather patterns. But smoke plumes release a chemical called aerosol that affects cloud formation, and the cloud formation can then affect weather patterns. Due to those smoke plumes, some areas may get more rainfall and some areas may get less rainfall. So with the satellite, I'm looking at how those leftover smoke plumes affect certain areas and how we can help and adjust and prevent these things from happening.
Excellent.
And then we have Enoch.
Hi, everybody. I'm Enoch Lawrence. I work with fluid dynamics. My project is basically it's an electric ducted fan. I am working on advancing electric ducted fan propulsion systems in flying cars and free energy sources. And basically, with the issue of electric ducted fans right now, currently, is they create mini tornadoes between the fan and what you see the duct over there. And those mini tornadoes take up a lot of energy, and those mini tornadoes basically stop electric ducted fans from advancing our daily lives as flying cars and stuff like that. All the stuff that you think about happening 30 years from now, it could all happen right now if we can get these EDFs to work better. So basically my project is just making this technology better for everybody, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Program until this year. The entire plane he built at home. He 3D printed everything. Only recently did he find us, and we're so thankful of it.
Wow.
So he's a standalone. Everything you see, he has done at home. He brought it in. He made us wear goggles when we test stuff. So he's so yeah, he's the real deal, and we're real excited about him and as well Katie and Cheyenne. So thank you guys for coming. We appreciate it. Thank you. That's all this, right?
That's it.
So thanks for having us again. Your district has created an amazing classrooms program that starts at least in 5th grade, if not earlier, all the way up, so that when they're in high school, they can teach us, me and Mr. Frocker, what they're doing, because we are learning more than they are, I think. Thank you again.
Excellent. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Jordan. Oh, okay. Just want to thank you so much for putting this together and being with us here tonight. I think everyone is so impressed by our students and your passion for this, and we're so happy to be able to support this program. The notion that something like this happens in high school is pretty impressive. Mr. Jordan?
Thank you.
Congratulations. I just want to say this is awesome. This reminds me of a time when I was young and I was interested in marine biology. It's amazing to see what you're able to achieve. And the young people, amazing work. Wish you all the best. Can the board members have the slide deck that you put this together?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
And also visitation for board members? Is that we schedule a little tour or something? Okay, great. Look forward to talking to you more about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I will for these.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Research student. We're everywhere.
Turn the light on.
consolidated us. I don't know what's
Yeah.
I don't know if we lost a leaf or a thing of the table. I don't know. It's weird.
So I got it. Slid over. Yeah.
It's weird.
And I feel like each page was longer than usual.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on to our business agenda where we make some of these great things that you see tonight happen. Take a motion to adopt the agenda. Ms. Meyer, second. Mr. Joyner, any questions on the agenda? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Items E through H require one resolution for adoption. We'll go into some of them in a bit more detail in a moment. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Ms. Clark. All right, we've got a number of bids on here, three specifically, one which we seek to award and two which we don't seek to award. Mr. Sorry, Mr. Conway. Can you take the first one, Marine Laboratory, Marine
Absolutely.
Maintenance Services?
Absolutely,
Mouthful.
thank you. So the timing of this one obviously could not be more fitting after their presentation. It's a lot of pretty cool stuff going on. So therefore, tonight for your approval is a request to award an RFP for the Marine Biolab Maintenance Services to Island Fish and Scale. In this case, they were the only vendor to submit, but however, they've been assisting us, in a different capacity over the last period of time. This bid is essentially to support and maintain the marine biolab and ecosystem that we just saw in those various slides. Included in the work will be supplies and materials needed to do this maintenance, as well as the professional services that go along with that.
Okay. And then item two, we're recommending the rejection of the synthetic turf multi-purpose field bid for Waltman High School. Not meaning we're not doing the project, but can you explain?
Sure. Well, speaking to the turf first, as you mentioned, this is a request to reject those bids. After Facilities Committee reviewed these in detail with the architects, H2M, it's their recommendation at this time, based on the bid results being over budget. There were 6 total submissions, and prices ranged from approximately 1.6 million and change to just shy of 2.9, plus alternates and H2M fees. That being said, the Facilities Committee, should the board choose to reject this, would like our architects to then go back to the drawing board and see if we can complete these projects using vendors that are off available contracts, and then therefore come within the budget itself.
Mr. Conway, and the last one, a non-award, or what should be our next great learning space, the Waltman High School Media Productions Center.
Sure, thank you. And this one, as you mentioned, also is going to be a request to reject it, essentially for the same premise as above. In this case, there were 9 total submissions, again, above the projected budget this time last year. Again, Facilities Committee in detail with the architects. It would be the request to the committee and the architect, should the board reject this, that we look towards having them find vendors that are within state contract, or I should say available on state contract, or other contracts that could be available. Could be piggybacking off of other districts to buy some of the equipment and get this project done on time within budget.
And this project has a couple discrete components to it. You have the work that's necessary to make the room retrofitted for this purpose, and then separately the equipment. We think we can do better on the equipment price by maybe buying ourselves rather than having a middleman buy it. So that's going to be one of the options that we're going to look at our next facilities meeting on the 14th. Any questions for this on this?
Best Buy member.
Oh. I don't know if they'll have all this, but all in favor? Any opposed? All right. No communications to this meeting. We have 10 items of new business. We'll move through them. All right. First one is a request to remain in South Huntington for 2 students. Motion. Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Scragg. All right. We have a request to remain for a 12th grade student at Waltman High School and student sibling who attends Stimson Middle School. Anyone in favor of the request to remain? Anyone opposed? Okay. Request to remain is rejected. And Ms. Ritchie, if you can prepare a letter, as we customarily do, to the parents or guardians, letting them know that their request has been rejected. All right, moving on to item number 2, it's confidential personal agreement discussed in executive session. Is there a motion? Ms. Meyer, and seconded by Mr. Scragg. Mr. Smith, do you want to briefly summarize this?
Yeah, this is a confidential personnel agreement with one of our safety officers that was discussed during executive session with the Board of Education.
Great. Questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, we're moving on to new business. Item number 3, approval of a health services agreement between South Huntington and St. Patrick's. Is there a motion? Mr. Scragg, seconded by Ms. Clark. Mr. Conway.
Thank you. Tonight for the board's approval is a contract between South Huntington Schools and the Huntington School District. It's for health services they are providing to 96 students attending St. Patrick's School. However, they do reside in South Huntington.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Moving on to new business, item 4, approval of a district of location agreement between South Huntington and North Babylon Union Free School District. Motion. Ms. Clark, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Mr. Conway again.
Sure. Before you for approval is an agreement between South Huntington and North Babylon. This agreement would be in place so that we are then able to charge back North Babylon for services we encounter in the special ed department for students that have an IEP, but were parentally placed in South Huntington's districts in schools such as, say, St. Anthony's.
Questions for Mr. Conway? All in favor? Any opposed? Item number 5, approval of a confidentiality and data security agreement for a vendor. Motion. Mr. Scragg, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Dr. Hender.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. Tonight for the board's approval is a confidentiality and data security and privacy agreement with Common Lit to ensure that our data for our students is secure and safe.
Thank you. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Moving along, item number 6, approval of an agreement between South Huntington and Hofstra University. Motion. Ms. Clark, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. For the Board of Education's approval is this agreement with Hofstra University. This agreement establishes clear language for hosting Hofstra's student observers and teachers. Additionally, moving forward, any SHTA member that hosts a Hofstra student observer will receive $200, and when hosting a student teacher will receive $500 from the university.
Okay, any questions for Mr. Smith? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to item number 7 is the approval of an agreement with the Suffolk County Board of Elections regarding the leasing of voting equipment. It's been the subject of much discussion. Motion. Mr. Joyner, seconded by Ms. Clark. Dr. D'Elia.
Yes, this is an agreement with the Suffolk County Board of Elections. There was a lot of work to even get to this place because initially the Suffolk County Board of Elections wanted to charge us a real exorbitant rate this year to utilize these machines, but I also have to thank the Suffolk County Superintendent's Association that really went after this and was able to get them. The good news is we were able to get it at $1 per voting machine, and we need 5 of them and 13 privacy booths. The tough part of this is that we are now responsible for the complete maintenance and operation of these machines. So I know we'll require some training from staff that have run the elections and the budget vote in the past, but we'll get there. Unfortunately, we're not paying an arm and a leg.
I understand. Well, and we have to store them as well, and I think they have to be in a climate-controlled environment. So
correct.
I think this is the best of bad options out there. Questions? All in favor? Oh yes, Mr. Joyner, go ahead.
I just want to ask a question about the servicing of these machines going forward.
Well,
Maintenance, I should say.
Yeah, there's training that has to take place because they did offer a training already. I know Ms. Ritchie was there. It wasn't too good.
No.
They need and it's not their fault. It's just these machines need a lot of TLC, and there's a lot of work behind it that you wouldn't think was the case. So they're going to be going to more trainings, and if we have to hire in-house people to help us with the training, we will do, because it's an important, obviously, the board elections and the budget vote. It's extremely important. So we want to make sure everything's working great. Yes, we're not paying a high price for these, but the maintenance of them, it's a little tricky.
Thank you, Mr. Joyner. Other questions, Dr. D'Elia? Okay, all in favor? Any opposed? Moving on to item number 8 is the approval of an amended charter for the district's audit committee. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Ms. Clark, and as I said, this is just a amendment. It updates our audit committee charter, which has not been updated, I think, since it was formulated nearly 15 years ago. So it just puts everything in compliance with the law. And Mr. Bronson, any questions? Anything you wanted to add?
No, I think as you said, it's well stated. It needed just some fine tuning, some updates, and also put a little more rigor around the number of times that we meet. As far as the makeup of the audit committee, which Ms. Clark and I both co-chaired together on. So again, just an update to an existing charter, but I think an improvement.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Bronson. It was also reviewed by the district's policy committee. It's the first of many policies that we'll be updating and reviewing over the course of the rest of the year. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Moving on to item 9, these are the recommendations for the placement of students by the committees on special education and preschool special education, various dates listed in October, November, and December. Is there a motion? Mr. Scragg, seconded by Ms. Meyer. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. And our last item of new business is a agreement with H2M for architectural and engineering services. Is there a motion? Ms. Scragg, seconded by, Ms. Clark, seconded by Mr. Scragg. So this is a proposal with H2M, separate from their standard retainer agreement. This is to design a traffic signal at the intersections of West Hills Road and West Hills Court across from the Bristol Senior Center. This is something that we've been discussing since last year when a student brought it to our attention that they thought it was a worthwhile initiative and a needed safety enhancement. The district previously studied the intersection and met with the town of Huntington, and all parties agreed that a traffic control device would be welcome there. The district allocated money for the design and installation and construction of said traffic control device, and the voters approved that. And now this is the next step in the process. And once this proposal is approved, H2M will begin engineering services and then engineering plan, which will also have to be reviewed by the town. Eventually the district, another step will be the district to enter into an intermunicipal agreement with the town, as the town will actually assume all operational control for the device. So it's a lengthy process, but hopefully we'll have it installed for graduation. Questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Personnel, we have personnel schedules 2, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 20, and 22. Motion. Mr. Bronson, second. Second, Mr. Joyner. Any questions on personnel? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Personnel postings are listed. We actually have no committee updates for now. Our next meeting will be in 2 weeks. We'll actually be meeting over at Walt Whitman High School for our very much anticipated annual Teacher of the Year celebration. And then February 11th, we'll be back here to kick off the budget process as we present our budget overview. Comments by board members. Mr. Bronson.
Just two things. Just one to wish everybody a very happy New Year. I know it's January 7th, so I think I'm just in that window of 7 days past the 1st. But looking forward to a great remainder of the school year. And also, just as far as the audit committee, our next meeting will take place this coming Tuesday evening for those of you that would like to attend. Thank you.
Larry David said it's too late by a couple days now. So yeah. Other comments by board members? I just want to recognize some students. We've been sending out letters on behalf of the Board of Education. Recently, we've had a number of students who placed in Newsday's top athlete section that comes out by sport. Depends, each sport has a different number, but they're highlighted by Newsday. We have Chris Taku, senior at Walman High School, track and field. Jose Duarte, bowling. Jason Wang, swimming. Patrick Klinkenberg, fencing. Maritza Hernandez, girls wrestling. Madison Richter, girls basketball. Jasmine Julian, also girls basketball. Paige Hiller, also girls basketball. they're off to a great start this year. Michael McGinnis, boys wrestling, and Jack Bell, boys basketball, who just had a win today as well. So doing well. Congratulations to all. All right, other comments? Dr. D'Elia.
Yes, Happy New Year. Also, I'd like to thank the Wildcat Cares Food Pantry. I just want to make notice that they've delivered to 50 families within our community during the holiday break. So they need to be noticed and thanked. Also, our leadership students, as well as teachers at Walt Whitman High School, Miss O'Neill, Miss Casey, Miss Kenny, Miss Morano. Wonderful job, and it's something for us to really be proud of. And that's one of the things that makes South Huntington a very special place. Also, we know in January, about the third week in January, the governor usually comes out with her executive budget. What I've been hearing from, other superintendents in the region here, we've been discussing this, and one of the things we're hearing is that there could be zero state aid increase to South Huntington's budget for the 26-27 school year, and many districts within the town of Huntington, basically all of them. It's called Save Harmless, which basically means, that there is no increase in aid because our wealth factor went up a bit. I know it's a complicated, convoluted kind of system, but it's not official because we're still awaiting her, delivery of the budget, like I said, around the third week of January, but it could be kind of a different kind of year. We've been doing an unbelievable job of adding. If it's a zero increase to our state aid, we just gotta really, really be careful of, how we're moving forward because, that could have a very negative impact on us and many districts on the island. So I just want to put it out there, and I'm hoping, listen, I'm one that always tries to say the glass is half full, but sitting in this role, I do have to be a realist. More information will be coming in the future, but, we're going to keep doing all the great stuff we're doing. We're just really going to have to sharpen our pencils possibly a little bit more when it comes as we head into budget development.
The state spent a lot of time on the Rockefeller report and a lot of money investing in it. It seems it's gone by the wayside.
Yeah, they spent over $1 million on the Rockefeller report, and from our understanding, it doesn't look like it's having any impact moving forward, which is a shame because we did check a lot of those boxes where South Huntington would definitely, it was very favorable in our regard, so. That's it.
Oh, that's it. Okay. One more, actually. Somebody just texted me something. I want to congratulate. We just got an announcement. 31 students from South Huntington accepted to participate in the upcoming Skamia All-County Music Festival. So congratulations. That's a great number. Congratulations to all. All right. Lucy.
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. I finally get to announce that Whitman announced its spring musical, and it's Pippin. I'm not sure if you are familiar with it, but I'm very excited about it. We are continuing auditions tomorrow, and the show dates are the weekend of March 27th, so we have some time.
Can you tell us about that one? I'm not familiar with that one.
About Pippin?
Yeah.
So basically, it's a show within a show. It's based in the 1400s. They're telling a story that's like medieval kind of times, and it's really dark. And it's kind of similar vibe to Chicago, where it's Fosse, who's the dance person who choreographed the show and everything. So the movements are dark. It's a dark show, and it's really like circus, extravagant, like type of show. So there's going to be a lot of dancing. It's a dance-heavy show. Pippin, who's the lead, and then who's the male lead, and then the leading player is the female lead. So leading player is kind of navigating Pippin's life through the show that they're in. It's kind of confusing, so you're just going to have to see it. Okay. Whitman Today is taking place during school on Friday, and it is a chance for families of 8th grade students to get to see Whitman's everyday life, ask questions about classes, and to tour the entire school. 30 families are joining us for this event. And tomorrow night, there's an 8th grade parent orientation in which parents can learn about classes that are offered at Whitman, extracurriculars, and school life in general. Mock interviews are taking place at Whitman on January 15th and January 16th for E&L, business, and special education students. People from real-world workforce are coming in to interview the students about working in different industries. Professionals from all different career paths are coming in, and the students will act as if they are on a real job interview, preparing them for the future. Maplewood and Birchwood have their production of Frozen Junior this Saturday at Walt Whitman. Birchwood show is at 12 p.m. and Maplewood show is at 3, so come and support these students and in their theater program. And I'll be there all day, so if you come, I'll see you. Maplewood and Birchwood also have their winter concert next week, with Birchwood on the 13th and Maplewood on the 14th, so come and support their concerts as well. Regents Week is taking place for the high school students on Tuesday, January 20th to Friday, January 23rd. It was supposed to be Thursday the 22nd, but because of more testing that needed to take place, there will be no regular classes on the 23rd as well. And that week, no school on Monday, for the Monday the 19th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Senior Follies is taking place Friday, January 16th at 7 p.m. So come and support the senior class as they make fun of all of our teachers and put on their self-written scripts. High school scheduling is taking place for 8th to 11th grade to plan what they are going to take at the high school next year with an increasing amount of classes offered in a variety of different subjects. Students should be seeing their guidance counselors and putting everything together. On Friday, the future teachers and child development classes with teachers Ms. Aragones and Ms. Zamow are coming to the second graders in Countrywood. They're going to teach them a little lesson, and this year the topic is community and their role in community. It's a great experience for the high school students to prepare themselves for future careers and for the second graders to learn new things from them. Countrywood is having a movie night for their students, and they are showing The Jungle Book Friday the 16th at 6 p.m. And Oakwood is hosting their PTA bingo night on Friday the 16th as well, and their theme is Around the World and International Night. So that's it.
Great, thank you. All right, voice of the residents. Any residents like to address the board? No? Okay. With that, we will take a motion to adjourn. Ms. Clark, seconded by Mr. Bronson. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, good evening, everyone. We'll see you for Teacher of the Year. Got you done early, Craig.
I'd say we're actually at the last.